So, this is my design code source. I called it alarm code because it's the code for the alarm. Very creative name, I know. So it's got 4 inputs. I called them fluid, temperature, weight, pressure, and pressure. And there are 2 outputs, alarm and alarm simply. Alarm being done with the midterms, which you can kind of see down here. And alarm simply being the simplified version of that. So I created a wire for each midterm, and I assigned each midterm. I am not going to go through all of that, but it's there to look at. And then I assigned alarm to be each midterm, or all of the midterms. And for the alarm simply, this is what the equation ends up being. It's a lot smaller. And I created 3 wires, P1 through P3, and I assigned P1 through P3. And alarm simply is P1, P2, and P3. And that's the end of the code. Now it's the test bench for alarm system. For that one, I have the 4 inputs, F, T, W, and P for fluid, temperature, weight, pressure, and the 2 outputs, A and AS, for alarm and alarm simply. And then the UUT, which is where the test bench variable is assigned a design source variable. There they are. And then I begin testing them. And then I'd wait, and begin testing, and wait, and begin testing. And that goes on for all of them until you reach the end of the module. And now I'm going to run the simulation. This takes a while. I think it's done. Looks like it. Now, doing it this way because that's the way the first instructor I had went over it. But now we've zoomed to fit, and yeah. So, for one, both outputs are the same, so I know they're both right. And then I'm just going to go through slowly so you can see what each input and output is as the time passes. And that's the test bench and design simulation, and that's the simulation. I think that's how it's supposed to be explained. And record your voice explaining the code, the schematic, and the timing diagrams. Yeah. So the timing diagrams and the schematics, and probably didn't explain it well, but I'm running on 2 hours of sleep, so that's good enough for me.